very first CenCal highlight, which is going to be a future segment. I don't know how often I'm going to do it, but I'm assuming. Actually, I'm thinking about every every tournament if there's a theme. That's I'm gonna do that CenCal highlight on a theme. I'm gonna just like this time. I'm gonna put up the two options that I feel are very important. That very important themes that came from the tournament, and you guys can vote on it, and whatever wins will be our CenCal highlight. So this week was this tournament was the pregame show at Super Smash Bros. Pregame show. We took a vote on either being a CenCal highlight on the Chronicles of Slurex or on the Chronicles of Mario, which I had originally called it. King of the Ring was the original name for the Slurex bit, but went ahead and changed it to the popular demand. And if we were going to, it was the vote between King of the Ring, a Chronicle on Sluric, or the Chronicles of Mario, because there was Mario's and Dr. Mario's all over the place in the pregame show tournament, and a lot of people had a lot of trouble with it. Shoutouts to our boy Deluxe, came out of Bakersfield, if I'm not mistaken, to get third place at the pregame show. Did a fantastic job. Some dope doc play, what's it called? A lot of good placement and everything like that. And what's it called? A lot of people were having issues with with Dr. Mario, but you guys wanted to see some player reviews, see the decision making that our boy Slurex brought to the table to win the whole entire thing, and I like that. I like that, and I watching from my Smash Fest. Shout outs to Pleasure Smash Fest. If you guys are in this area, make sure you stop by. Um, Oh, it's Malmix. What's up, Nick? um, so, in the spirit of what the people want, one and two, because this, I do believe that local highlights of local players that are doing an amazing job, even locally or outside of their region, should be glorified and should be put on a pedestal of why they're doing so great, and we should learn from them. So let's go. Without further ado, let's get into it. We're gonna first take a look at the melee singles winners finals between Slurex and Too High So Fly, where uh, there's gonna be spoilers all over the place. I'm gonna say it right now. So if you do not want to hear spoilers of this tournament, if you're the kind of person that wants to watch the tournament without hearing stuff first, stop this video, stop the video, stop watching, go watch the VODs that are on this stream page as well, and get into the hype. But if you now that that's out of the way, he did lose this set. He did lose a set. That being said, I believe that we learn more from the sets that we lose than the sets that we win. Obviously, because we are doing something right if we win. If we are losing, something went wrong, but especially in this case, it was a close loss. So that means that things were going right, but where did we go wrong that ultimately made us lose? And so that's why we're going to take a look at this one. Let's get into it. Winners finals. They just finished hand warmers, so let's get into it. And I think I'm going to enjoy some tequila with my baby, because it's Friday. If you guys got something to sip on over there on your side, cheers, you say? Oh, wait, this way. Hey, cheers. Ripping pepperonis.
All right. So we got winners.
All right. So first and foremost, I want you guys to take a look at this. We're looking at Fox. That is something that we did not get to see in grand finals. So pay attention to Fox and the differences between Surix's Fox and Surix's Falco. What is he doing differently between the characters, and what does he do different between the matchup, and why is that important, and what was the difference? Because the outcome of grand finals was way different than this. Hop in.
Winners finals between my two boys. Let me put
Cheers,
that in
baby.
there. Winners finals.
Oh God.
Is that what that is? Actually, it's kind of sad that I haven't
Woo!
tried the beer here. Yo, let me try this. I'm gonna try the bear
Full
from
hop
Full
there.
Circle.
Okay. Full
Bruce
hop there
and
is
Vinny.
legit.
Shout outs to them for letting us have this event here.
So, whoo, tequila boys.
Have a 32-man bracket. We're in losers, losers
Wow, I
round
can't believe
6,
that hit.
and this is winners finals that you guys are watching right now. Thank you guys for rocking with us.
Okay.
It's been a
Now,
crazy
when we
day,
look at
man.
when we look at this,
Uh,
the reasons why Slurex is amazing
yeah,
is
it's been a
exactly the reasons
crazy
why
tournament.
he did not
It's
win
been
this
a crazy
set.
tournament. It's been a crazy event.
One of the
venue's
main
sick.
things that we're
Shout outs to
going
Full
to take a
Circle.
look
Shout outs to RC
at
Gaming this,
for Slur
for putting this on. You know, the reason why
is
I'm
stage
so proud of the
stage dominance.
32-man bracket, even though it's not as big as some of the Smash Bros that we've done in the past, it's mostly local people. It's mostly CenCal.
Oh yeah, I was under the
There's
under the
only
couch.
a couple people from NorCal. Everybody else is CenCal.
Stage dominance, boys.
Shout out to Bakersfield. They came
The
5 deep.
Slurex is, I think I mentioned it in this commentary multiple times. Slurex, he keeps center ground. He keeps center stage. He always he does his job to
Bakersfield, Visalia,
yeah, he does his job to stay in the center. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this down actually because it's in my ears really loud. Hold on. How's it sound for you guys, by the way,
Crew, I think.
compared to
Obviously,
me?
Merced's out here. Man,
Looking at levels, I'm gonna turn it down a little bit.
I'm just saying, y'all. It's awesome. Y'all are awesome.
I need to stop
Thank you very
stuttering.
much for
That's
showing
another
support.
thing. All right, so.
I'm gonna tweet this out. Hopefully,
Slurex is one of the best CenCal players at keeping in the center of the stage, alright? This is where he lives. You guys can't, oh no, you can't see my mouse. Let's see here. Sorry about that. I forgot about that part of streaming. Let's see. Capture mouse cap. Okay. There we go. Now we can see it. Alright. This down in this area where Two Eyes Fly was doing tech skill, that's where Slurex lives. Now in this first set, there was a lot of times where he went chasing. That center stage isn't there, which is smart because, jeez, this is gonna be really fast. All right, so let's get it back just a little bit. When the thing, mute the VOD. All right, if you guys want to mute it all the way, I've heard that a lot of people don't like the disorienting feeling of seeing VODs without sound. So, a very important thing that Slur does, and this is all into your matchup. Falco has the advantage on the top platform. Period. There is nothing that you're going to do going up to Falco that he cannot stuff with a downer. Fox, Falcon, nearly everybody coming from below Falco is almost the worst idea to ever have. And you'll see whenever Slur finds himself in a situation where Too High has gotten to the top platform, he gets out of center stage. This is where he lives, gets out of center stage. That is a very important small detail that if you do not take notice of that, that's one of those reasons why you find yourself in a combo opposed to in edge guarding positions. Whenever Too High is on even fields on the floor or on these middle platforms, you'll find Slur in the center stage. He wins that first match. Due to his stage dominance. He makes sure that his positioning is proper, not only for the stage itself, but for the matchup that he's playing. Falco has that upper hand literally when he's above you. That upper hand, you know what I'm saying? So whenever you're seeing whenever you're playing a character, make sure you know their strengths so that you know how to position yourself. Because by positioning yourself well, that takes no tech skill. Hitting L cancels, hitting your wave dashes out of shine properly, not getting stuck in your shine, double lasers, all that follow up, all that nonsense. That is amazing if you can do it. But if you can put yourself in an advantageous position, you don't have to execute the tech skill as well, if that makes sense. All right. So when it comes to when it comes to playing anybody, make sure that you have your positioning on point. Positioning is going to win your engagements, uh, 9 times out of 10 for you before even approaching your opponent. So it's going. So we're going to continue on to the second round. So Slurex is up 1-0, and we go to Final D, which I personally hate Final D against Falco. Now, even though we were talking about how that upper hand that Falco has with with the top platform on Final Destination, the fact that he can get free follow-ups on shine combos in the very early game is one of the reasons why this stage is rough. When you see Falco get a shine or a drill, that Fox is 9 times out of 10, unless he smashed DI as well, is going to get followed up on at least one hit. Let's see. Let's take a look. So there's a shine, one hit, and that's a death. Let's see again. There's one hit. Oh, nice back air, catching without a jump. Bad edge guarding. I think one of the reasons why Tuhai lost this match too was that he was a little bit too overambitious on his edge guards. So I'm gonna go ahead and in our take notes, and I'm gonna add positioning wins engagements. Edge and edge guard. Knowing your edge guard options is a big deal. We're gonna go back. I'm gonna scoot it back a little bit. We're gonna take a look. I think it's right here. Oh, almost had it. I think it was earlier on in that right here. Why jump? Why do the back air? You know what I'm saying? There's no reason. Your options against Falco when they're in that position is either go out there and back air or grab the legend roll. Because if he were to zip onto the stage, that roll would be finished by the time that he was getting his time back. Sort of like right there when Sir was able to jump back onto stage and run up and grab him. You may not be able to commit to a follow up for something for a recovery that bad, but just by rolling when they're at that even level field prevents any opportunity for Falco to grab the ledge, which is the most detrimental option he has of recovery. If he gets to that ledge, he's getting back on the stage. Now, if he gets on the stage, he may or may not be able to do something before you punish him. I think if he were to dip more than back air, he would have covered everything. It wasn't the dip back. It wasn't dip down. If you go back, it was the fact that he just missed. You know, that's not a back air opportunity. That's not what you want right there. Jeez, right. And a little bit farther. Neutral air, like right there. That is, he needs to go out and back air if that's the option he wanted. And this is where you nick. I punish. That sucks. Final Destination Falco, you know? So, let's see. Back air. On the full hop that he grabbed the ledge, that either should have been a full hop to the back air or a double jump to the back air. I mean, Falco doesn't have that hitbox with his up B. So, abuse that as Fox. Always abuse that as Fox. He could have double jumped, hit him, and still got the... and as long as he got a solid hit, didn't get a nip, he would be able to get the up B uh to get the stage before.